Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Flight of Nova. It is by Arovery Lab, and it will be coming to early access on Steam in May of 2022. And this is just a free demo right now, part of the Steam Next Fest demos that were out. And it's a very short one, so I'm not going to put a timer up or anything. There's really only three, like a little flight demo thingy showing you how to do the flight controls and whatnot. Excuse me, I'm all choked up here. So it's very, very short and sweet, so let's just pop in and do it. They recommend using a controller, so I'm using my Xbox One controller, and based on how the controls are mapped, it makes a lot of sense to use your Xbox controller for it. So we can do our first landing. We can do surface run. First landing is not much to see, so we'll do surface run and we'll do orbital mine. These are the more interesting ones. So we'll pop in there and do that real fast, and you'll get to see what this is like. So this is as you probably guessed, flight simulator, space flight simulator, with like realistic physics and stuff. So you can see we've got like VTOL mode and cruise mode here. So I'm gonna take off from here, go into cruise mode, try not to hit things. I was a little bit fast on the transition there from flight to cruise mode. Okay. All right. It's in atmosphere. It's actually pretty difficult to control. There is like, it does take into account like air density and stuff like that. Although it doesn't really take it into account when it's trying to slow you down. It's kind of weird right now. I think the one piece of feedback I'd give to the game right now, to the developers on this, is that, and we'll see this particularly in the next mode, I feel like as far as the information on screen goes, I feel like there's not enough information about my actual, like there's a velocity there, obviously, which is forward velocity, but there's no real numbers that I can see on like your vertical velocity and your horizontal and all that stuff, all the different axes you have to take into account. And this comes into play much more when we do the next part of this, where it comes into space flight stuff. But it's also particularly important here because we're going to have to land, and it's really hard to tell if you're going to land slowly, quickly, how far off the landing pad are you, those kinds of things, I mean, I've got an altimeter there, but it's not really helping me too much because it looks like it's altitude above sea level, and we're already above sea level, so I mean, it's not really going to be zero altitude when we land here. Other than that, it's working out pretty good. We are getting pretty close to the ground here, though. I'm trying to give me, like, you can see our Mach is 0.58, and I'm just trying to, like, we only have 13% fuel left. I'm trying to make sure I angle ourselves in such a way that we can, keep her going here. Alright, I'm going to switch to VTOL mode and try to slow us down a bit. Now, you can't really see it, but I'm using the left trigger to use my forward, like my reverse thrust, kind of slow us down just a bit. We are very, very high. I can also sort of angle us a little bit. Try to use our thrusters to move as well, our main thrusters. this way, though. And then I can sort of maneuver us this way a little bit. Ooh! Can't let up off the controls for very long, though. I can kind of... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I hit X by accident. Accidentally hit X there. I wanted to try to cancel out my roll a little bit here, but I forgot that that's not the button that does that. At least not in atmosphere. Now we're going much too far back this way. And get us over here a little bit. Trying to use some horizontal thrusters and things. I don't think it's got them actually activated. There's a problem. No, we flipped. I didn't want to flip. Yeah. I had a lot better time of this. I had a lot better time of this on stream, believe it or not. I'm just kind of... I guess I'm sort of rushing it a little bit. Let's try this again. Oops. Did it again. I hit X too early. Well, you can see the damage. That damage I did. On the screen there. So that's something. You see how the wind resistance is going. Mach 2 here. Ooh. Oh yeah, you can see the wing is broken off a bit. Just a bit. I might have broken off a little bit of a wing here. Just ever so slightly. Well, I may be going a bit fast too, but kind of gliding a little bit here. You can spin this way a bit. This was not really. Can I spin that way a little bit? Not really. Alright, come on here. Grease her on in. It wants to like tilt up too. I don't do any input. in atmosphere. It's really hard to get this guy to in VTOL mode to go where you want him to go. Really, really hard. Trying to rocket from side to side here. And try to push it forward just a tiny bit. And by leaning forward. Just a tiny bit. Lots of juking and janking here. Fuel is down 10%. Slowly getting over there. Very slowly. Gears down anyway. Come on. A little bit forward now. Down 9%. Fuel low. Is that what I want to do? Go forward. Go forward, not backward. Well, we're down. That was a pretty rough landing, but we made it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we get a little UFO flyby. Alright, 5 minutes. 5 minutes on that run. This one is out in space here, be a little bit more interesting. So, here we gotta take some... We can only do it, we have no fuel on this run. So we're only using RCS thrusters. So I can't use like the main thrusters or anything like that. Have to undock. Wait, why has changed that? What was undock? This? Yeah. There we go. You gotta use the like I say, you gotta use the thrusters, and which is mostly, you know, LB, RB, and left stick. Oh. Don't flip around. Don't flip around. We want you to go this way, though. A to... I forgot it was A to get the RCS in the back here. Stop rolling. Okay, X to cancel out rolls. Way I want you to go. That's why I kept hitting X on the other one, because it was I wanted to cancel out my roll, but it was was actually taking me out of VTOL mode. In this way a little bit. Over here a bit. No. This way a little bit. I'm up off the ground just a bit here. Just a little bit. See, this is where I say, like, I wish there was more velocity markers. Like, I feel like there's velocity markers up in the top left-hand corner there, but I can barely read them. They're so tiny. I'd like to know, like, what my different horizontal and vertical velocities are. So it's a lot easier to tell what you're doing. Thrusters there. And now it's got, this is what my roll is. We're kind of just drifting over now. Blow myself here. A little bit crooked, I feel like. No. Over way just a bit. Keep forgetting. I like the way they've got the controls. Like they've got it as like flight controls for the thumbsticks and stuff, but the D-pad is reversed, which is kind of weird. It's like up is up and down is down, where it's reversed for the other stuff. No? Down there, we're still a little bit. We're going to touch nose first, but probably okay. We're going really slow here. Yeah. Oh, we bounced a little bit? Oh, okay. Good. There it is. Alright. Alright, we did that in 6 minutes. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't the greatest landing ever, but, you know, you got to see it. And that's about it. I mean, first landing is pretty much coming down from orbit and trying to land as best as you can, but it's not anything pretty, let's put it that way. But yeah, I mean, that's the demo right now, just kind of an early flight, physics test demo for Flight of Nova. This is a game I've had kind of on my radar for a while, because obviously I like me some sci-fi and some simulation stuff too, so I'm very interested to see how they go and what they're doing with it. And this is something that's destined for, I think they're going to come into early access according to their Steam page in May. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, my friends. But this has been Flight of Nova. It is by Aerovery Lab. And it's a free demo right now as part of Steam Next Fest, coming to Steam Early Access in May. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.